Hello fellow Gunters. Here is the method I used to get my 5 attack rolls Artian Gunlance. I'm doing this now because it is too late to get fixed in the title update coming in less than a week. Normally, the game is intended so to roll a Gunlance with the desired element. You should keep crafting that exact type over and over until you get the desired roll. This of course greatly sucks because let's say that you want to get a wide blast Gunlance with 5 attack rolls. For doing that, you need 2 discs and 1 device of the blast type. There are 5 elements and 4 status: water, fire, ice, thunder and dragon for the elements, and sleep, blast, poison and paralysis for the status. This means there is 1/9 of a chance of getting a disc or device of the desidered type, and then this chance gets halved. Side affinity parts are useless for Gunlance. So, basically for every 18 discs and devices you get, only 1 will go for the desired element or status. The element and status is also more important for Gunlance than the rest of the weapons because depending of your Artian element the shelling type will change. Wides can be blast, poison or paralysis. Normals are ice, fire, water, and sleep. And long can be dragon or thunder. There are several good picks with ice and fire Gunlances covering the weakness of most monsters of the games. Thunder can be useful but is a lot more niche. Dragon is a low priority because the Guardian Arc Veiled and Zoshia Gunlances. And for status, the Paralysis and Blast Wide are nice for charged shell style. Paralysis is very useful in multiplayer while Blast is a bit of extra damage, nothing dramatic. Also you want different rolls for elemental and status Gunlances. Status Gunlances do not benefit at all from sharpness, while for elemental, it gets multiplied with white being worth 8.5% extra elemental damage than blue and a 10% extra on melee attacks. I actually prefer to get 4 points of attacks and 1 of sharpness for my elemental Artian Gunlances. Of course, if I roll 5 attacks I will still do claps with my ears. Now that I have given this explanation about what to roll, let's go into the best way to roll it. This method is for both console and PC and is useful to make the most of the materials you get. You still are forced to hunt monsters and get Artian parts, but this will save you a huge amount of time since every part you get will matter. The method works by knowing how the game calculates the rolls for each Artian Gunlance. To give the shortest explication possible, the rolls of an Artian Gunlance is decided the moment is crafted. Furthermore, these rolls are in a order. If you craft 1 Artian Gunlance, let's say a Thunder 1, and upgrade it, you will get for example 3 attacks, 1 elemental bonus and 1 sharpness. If you then without saving, exit the game and reload your save, the next Gunlance you craft and upgrade will have exactly the same rolls. And will not matter if it is a Thunder or a Sleep or anything. This is true for the Gunlances of the same rarity. If you craft a lower rarity Gunlance or something like a hammer, you will still get the same rolls when you craft and upgrade an Arclance. So, to advance the random rolls, you must yes create Gunlances. But we can exploit what I have said of reloading without saving to make sure we get the right rolls on the right Gunlance and we don't waste any materials. The method is the following. First, save you game. Second, craft 10 Artian Gunlances using pieces you don't desire to use. Usually the affinity ones. You don't even have to match their elements, anything will do as long that they are of the max rarity. Once you have them crafted, upgrade all 10. Then 2 things can happen: you got a roll you want to keep or you got all useless stuff. That is the usual outcome. In this case of undesired results, then you just disassemble them all. You will get back all your upgrade materials and have advanced the randomness by 10 positions. You can then save your game and repeat from the start. Do this over and over until you get your desired 5 or 4 attack Gunlance. Then, and this is the most important thing, do not save your game. Instead exist without saving. Once you reload the game back, craft back the Gunlances, but at the position where you got the desired roll, craft the Gunlance of the desired type. For example in Blast 1. Let me explain this in more detail. Imagine in the previous step you crafted 10 affinity Gunlances and the third got 5 attacks. Then, when you reload your game, you craft 2 affinity Gunlances and then for the third one, the Blast 1 I used as an example, upgrade only this one and you will get the rolls in the weapon. Thanks to this we don't have to use the intended method, that would be to use the melding lady to destroy your affinity parts, but we can use them to scout the rolls and get our perfect rolled Gunlance in the shortest possible time. And this is all. Thanks for watching. See you in the hunt.